Welcome to We Are Soccer. Today I'm joined by Chloe Ricketts. Chloe recently signed with the Washington Spirit, becoming the youngest ever player to sign an NWSL contract. She signed at the tender age of just 15 years and 283 days old. All right, Chloe, thank you so much for joining us again. You did an interview with us last year, and now you've made the jump to pro, and I can't be happier for you, and I'm so looking forward to our conversation here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Last time I saw you was about 2 or 3 months ago, and you were competing with the Next Level group in a little secret tournament, 4-on-4 tournament, and there were professionals all over the place. There were college players all over the place, and there was you, and you were holding your own. Do you miss playing with the Next Level guys and the training with Aaron and the guys?
Yes, I do. I love them all, and it's my home away from home. I wish they could move to Washington, D.C. with me.
I'm sure they wish they could as well. That day that I came out and watched the 4v4 tournament, I was like, oh, okay, great. Chloe's here. We'll see how she holds up. And man, you held up against the likes of Dawn Jones, Kellen Acosta, Michelle Cooper. You were right up there. So when I heard that you signed a contract, a professional contract with Washington Spirit, I just went, yeah, she's not out of place. This is going to be fun. And I'm so happy for you. How have things been going since you signed the contract? Has it been crazy now that everybody knows you and your name?
Um, it's been surreal. It really doesn't feel real. I'm just, it's like now starting to feel real in my head, and yeah,
I'm sure.
everything's been hectic a little bit.
So you're doing preseason training, right? You guys are
Yes.
every day probably training. How's that going? Are you enjoying the daily routine, the getting into the preseason, getting ready for the season, which kicks off in a week now?
Yeah, I could not enjoy it more. I get to wake up and do what I love every day.
That is awesome and such a great attitude to have. How has the team been? How have the teammates been? Are they getting used to you? Are you getting used to them?
My team has been going above and beyond every day to make sure I feel comfortable and I'm happy. Every player on that team, I could not ask for more from them. They've
Wow. Wow.
big names, Trinity Rodman, Ashley Sanchez, Andy Sullivan. They could not be more welcoming and nurturing to me.
That's awesome. That kind of, I mean, that's warming the heart right there. Those
Yeah.
girls are lucky to have you, and you're lucky to have them. So it's going to be a heck of a season. I can see it now. All right, preseason training can be a little bit of a gruel, though, right? There's some things, there's sprints, and there's the everything else that goes along with it. You just enjoying all of it, and do you feel you're getting prepared for the season, which, as I said, starts in less than a week? It's almost here. I can't wait.
Yeah. Mark Parsons, our head coach, is the best coach I could ask for. He respects you as an individual and he really cares about you. So preseason hasn't really been that bad. I mean, there's a lot of running, but he also cares about how your body's feeling and how you're feeling. So it's
That's
been pretty good.
That's awesome. I've had a lot of people ask me, so they know we did an interview with you and they said, wow, she's so young. How is school? And so you've moved officially from Michigan down to Washington, D.C. to obviously to play. But you're still doing school, right? You're doing some online stuff, and you're still able to do that. How's that going? And tell us a little bit how the setup is.
It's going really well. I wake up in the morning and I go to practice. I get home at about 2, and then I do schoolwork for maybe 3 hours, and then I do driver's training for another hour.
Oh man, I forgot about that. That's right. So you are you still kind of how is it, are you enrolled with your high school that you were in, or is this a new feature? What's
Um,
explain that a
it's
little bit?
it's a all online school, so
Very cool. Very cool. And you've got an apartment or a condo down there, and one of your parents moved down, correct?
my sister moved down with me.
Nice. All right. So you've got someone there, someone to help and really kind of guide you along. That's awesome. All right. So as we talked about, the season kicks off March 26th. We're only a couple of days away from that. What are you looking forward to as that first game rolls around? That first game is against the OL Reign, and it's at your home field. What are you looking forward to for that?
I do not think I'll be playing in that game, but I'm looking forward to seeing how my team plays and looking forward to winning that game, hopefully.
That's awesome. I mean, but there's a long season, lots of games. You're expected to officially get into a game, I'm assuming at some point. And you got the number 39, which I know you were kind of wanting there. So that's awesome to see as well.
Yes, I'm very excited about that number.
There was a little bit of meaning behind the number of 39, was there not?
Yes, so Aaron Bird from Next Level Training, his first number when he first started playing soccer was 3, and he ended with the number 9. So it means a lot to me to be representing Aaron Bird and Next Level Training because they really pushed me and got me to where I am today.
I spoke to Aaron recently, specifically about you, and he said he remembers when you came in several years ago as just an 8, 9 year old young kid. And he said right on the first session, he could see that you had that drive and that passion for the sport. And then it just kept going and it never stopped. And and we both said the same thing. We're not surprised you signed a contract at such a young age because we think you can handle it. And he couldn't be more proud. It was so awesome to see. And he was glowing talking about you and the things that you're going to do in the next couple of years. It's Aaron really does love his players and really wants them to do well.
Yeah, like I've said before and I'll say it again, it's really the best place to be, and I would not be here or even close to where I am without them.
I absolutely believe that. Uh, so there's a lot of other young players in and around Michigan that have started to read about what you've done, and they've seen, wow, Chloe Ricketts, her name's on ESPN. She's on all these soccer talk shows. What advice would you give to an 8 and 9 year old right now? I know you're only 7 or 8 years older than that, but what advice would you give to an 8 and 9 year old who's trying to make it and get to where you're at?
Um, just have fun. That's the most important thing. Like if you're not having fun, then there's no point in going any further. Just have fun in what you're doing and make sure you're doing everything to the max of your ability. If you're at 80% that day, give 100% of your 80% every day.
I want to delve in a little bit. Do the Washington Spirit have like health plans for you guys? What I'm saying, like eating, dietary, have they advised players on what the best things to eat are the day before the game, the day after a game? Because a lot of players these days are looking to better themselves, not on the field, but off the field. So is there any advice that you've been passed along from the Spirit about what to eat the day before, how to eat after, and how to recover?
Yes, Dawn Scott, she is very famous for training women like women, and she's amazing at everything she does. And she does our nutrition and basically before games, lots of carbohydrates and protein. And then after games, obviously fuel your body, but that can be like your off day. And
Mhm.
then you can start again on Monday or whenever the next day after your game is with a good diet.
Interesting. Have they something I used to hate doing for recovery was ice baths. Is that still a thing? Do you guys still do ice baths?
Yes, I absolutely hate ice baths, but they do help.
They do, but man, they are the worst. They are the absolute worst. I can't think of anything worse than an ice bath. All right, let me ask you. Obviously, we said you kick off the season in a week here. You've been doing preseason with the team, and everybody sounds great. Is there anything that surprised you, really jumped up and just said, "Wow, I didn't see that coming," or "I didn't expect that," as I signed the contract? Or is there anything that surprised you so far?
Um, Not really. I'm just so excited for this season. We're a high energy team, and I think we're going to do great this season and hopefully win another championship.
Yeah, there's some big names on that team, and you are one of them. Like I said, a lot of people have been reading about you. Your name is out there, and a lot of people know you, so that's got to be fun for you. Last question. Last time we talked, you told us you were into the pets, exotic pets. You had lizards and snakes. Have any of those made their way down to Washington, D.C. with you?
My dog is here with me. Her name is Copa after the Adidas soccer cleat,
That's
but
awesome.
I think my father is gonna bring my tortoise down sometime this week. So
Wow, that's cool. It is really cool to see you down there, just such a big smile on your face and having fun doing what you're doing. Again, I have no doubt that at some point this season you're going to make a mark in a game and on that team in this season for the championship as they make that run. So it's been very fun to talk to you again, Chloe.
thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, take care, and we're going to check in the middle of the season, see how you're doing, and stay healthy and good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.